Okay, so welcome. I want to take a second and share my screen, and we're going to get started. We're going to just kind of jump right in because I just want this to be 30 minutes of everyone's time, and no more. It doesn't need to be super long, but I want you to get a gist of kind of what it's all about. So welcome to My Blueprint Wellness. I'm really happy that you all decided to learn a little bit more about the program and that you're considering beginning your journey to become your best self in body, mind, and spirit. And I really love the phrase, I'm living my best life, because I really believe that everyone has the potential to unlock and optimize the trajectory of our aging bodies. And let's be real, there's no such thing as reverse aging, but I know that I want to feel as good as I can when I get older. And I've seen my own parents, just they're not living their best life anymore. And it's really sad. And I want to make sure that that doesn't happen to me and see if there's other people that we can help as they age. So just want to start off with my qualifications. I have a bachelor's degree in psychology and women's studies. I'm a certified health coach and fitness trainer. And I'm just a regular person. I've experienced my own journey. I've struggled with an eating disorder and body dysmorphia. And every week losing weight was literally an emergency. And I spent so much time and energy and like brain power chasing a number on the scale and a body ideal that didn't really even exist, because for me, it was always a moving target. As soon as I, hit a number on the scale that I thought was right, there was always more I could lose or more muscle I could gain. I mean, it was just ridiculous what was going on in my head every day. So I can honestly say that I have tried every diet under the sun. I have gained and lost over 75 pounds at one point. And this program is really a culmination of my life experience with the eating disorder. I was in a recovery program that was based on neuroscience principles and a lot of experimentation and trial and error. And I've come to find a balance that I needed to live, a strong, happy, long, healthy life. And so what I'm going to talk about is what whole self wellness really means. And we're going to examine all the different pieces that make up the puzzle of our total wellness, not just the diet and exercise part, but our gut health, how we handle stress, what we put in our bodies, what we put on our bodies in terms of skincare and things like that, how we show up in the world, and who and what we surround ourselves with. So all of those things impact our health. And I think we can minimize the things that have a negative impact on our health if we're aware of them. So we're gonna bring that into our awareness and start to minimize the things that are really detrimental. So what I want you to take away today is whether or not the program is going to be right for you. So I'm going to outline what it is and what it isn't. First of all, we're going to have regular movement daily and a resistance training practice that is going to help build skeletal muscle, because it's very important for aging, for bone density. It also helps with cognitive function. There's a lot of research that's being done recently that points to just building muscle and how much that really helps us age better. There's going to be personalized coaching. So if things aren't working for the entire group and we need to tweak some things for one person, there'll be some personalized coaching involved, even though we are going to have a small group. We're going to focus on things that make your gut microbiome happy, because when your gut microbiome is happy, everything else falls into place. It really can help thwart off different types of illnesses and chronic disease, like autoimmune, for example. We're definitely going to do healthy eating. We're going to be building better habits, focusing on positive change. So we're not going to focus on all the negative things that are happening, but just little positive changes that are happening every day or every week that can build upon each other. And at the end, you'll have a whole stable of healthy habits that you can lean on and make part of your lifestyle. So hopefully some of this stuff will simplify your life. I'm going to rely on some neuroscientific hacks to help you stay on track and build different strategies. And last but not least, I really, really want this to be a community, a place where we can all come together and talk from time to time. I want, after 4 weeks or 30 days or whatever you want to call it, after the time is up with the program, I definitely want to make sure that we are together. So there will be a membership that will be ongoing. And after you do the program, that membership will be half price for anybody who's done it. So I'm going to be sharing with you anything that I've learned, and it's going to help, anything that's going to help you reach your goals on your wellness journey. And I will also be with you every step of the way. So I'm not going to ask you to do anything that I wouldn't be willing to do. That's kind of the basic thing. These are all things that I do every day to stay in a place where I feel like feel good and look the way I want to look and can do the things that I want to do. So what it's nothing super fancy or complicated, right? You're not going to have to buy any pills or powder in order to do the program. We're going to eat real food that you can buy at the grocery store. There are no extreme dieting tactics, no crazy hard workouts. And I don't really like working in absolute. So I'll never say you can't have coffee, you can't have alcohol, don't eat carbs, because I would never want to do that. And when I was doing that, I wasn't getting results and it was making me crazy. So I don't want you to count calories. I don't expect you to track food. We will have some strategies on portion control, and that will involve some measuring just to get an idea of what portions are. And once you do that a little bit, you'll kind of start getting a feel for the portions that you need. There are some things that I still measure, and it's really just because if it's in a different bowl, it looks different. I can't really tell. So certain things I still measure, but it's not a requirement. It's just something that I do. This isn't a quick fix. This is the biggest thing I want everyone to understand. If you are here because you wanted to lose 20 pounds in the next 4 weeks, this is not the program that's going to do that. It's not feasible really to lose 20 pounds in 4 weeks in a healthy way. And likely if you did, you would gain it right back pretty quickly. Anytime I've ever done an extreme diet like that, as soon as I stopped following the diet protocol, which was usually an unsustainable diet, you gain it right back and usually more. So that's called yo-yo dieting, and I don't want that to happen. Last but not least, it's really not going to be so hard that you're going to fail. Everyone will be a success, because if it's the end of this, all that happens is that you know some different things. You can't unknow it, right? And if you're constantly working and striving towards building healthy habits, it will come with time. So it's nothing revolutionary. It's really just science-backed, common sense practices. And at the end of the 4 weeks, that's really going to be the beginning of changing your life for the better, hopefully. That's my goal for you. So I want to take a rundown of program fundamentals. Hold on. I got to be on the right screen to click. So we're going to have a daily movement practice. Any kind of movement is going to count towards this. And I love the phrase that sitting is the new smoking, because it really is. We have a lifestyle or in a culture today where we're sitting at computers, we're sitting at desks all day, and it's so detrimental to our health. So being able to do little incremental movement each day, every day, and throughout the day is something that I want you to focus on. And that's going to be a big thing. The other thing is going to be, we're going to have nutrition additions. So these things are different types of foods that are going to help with satiety. Definitely going to drink plenty of water. So when you start giving your body the things that it actually needs and craves, you're going to be surprised at how good you're going to feel. And also how much less you're going to want to snack and gravitate towards, processed foods that aren't good for you. So we will be limiting processed foods. That's going to result in reduced cravings and snacking as well. Want to make sure that we're minimizing stress on the body. So we're going to do that by improving our sleep, focusing on the gut-brain connection. We're going to do the right kind of workouts. And we're also going to be tapping into dopamine receptors and balancing our hormones. So that's a lot in one bullet point here, but all those things contribute to stress on the body, and stress on the body can cause all sorts of different imbalances to your hormones. So we'll focus on that. Want to I want to help you to incorporate some kind of contemplative practice into your life. So this is an area where I think a lot of people, including myself, get stuck. I think, oh, how will I meditate for an hour? And it needs to be this big thing. And I don't think it has to be. So, maybe it can take the form of journaling. Maybe it can just be some deep breathing. Maybe it's that you do yoga once a week or go for a walk or listen to music. So we'll figure out what's right for you, but you have to take some time to reflect on what you've learned and how you're feeling, both mentally and physically, in order to kind of synthesize everything that we're learning. So I want to make sure that you're taking time to do that, even if it's just 5 minutes of a gratitude practice or something. We're going to incorporate some gut health strategies. So many chronic illnesses stem from poor gut health, and we're going to learn how to repair ourselves from the inside out, starting with our gut microbiome. And last but not least, incorporating better sleep. So through specific strategies that I have in mind. All right, the structure and schedule. You'll be having a full content library, and it's coming soon to a website. mbpwellness.com will be the website. It's under construction now. So for now, you'll have a document that has links to all of the content. There will be weekly live workouts. So I have up to 5 workouts a week. We work out 5 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and 6 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursday evenings. If none of those times work for you in your schedule, there is also a YouTube channel with playlists of different workouts. These are not highly produced videos. I'm going to be very clear. This is me working out in my garage, but they're effective workouts, and there's something at all levels. So they'll be, they're kind of organized by type, full body, resistance bands. What kind of equipment do you need? So there's something for everybody in here. We'll have weekly wellness workshops. So they can be live or recorded if you can't make the live recording. They're at, in the afternoons on Sundays. There's going to be 4 core themes that we're going to focus on. So the first one is hacking hunger and cravings. Second one is optimizing your gut health. The third one is detoxifying your life. And the last one is going to be aging stronger. So we'll get into those more deeply when we go into the program, but we'll have individual and group coaching in between the workshops. You're going to have a nutrition plan with recipes, but it's not going to be super prescriptive. I'm going to show you, what you need on a daily basis, and you kind of figure out when you're going to have those different meals. I have lots of success strategies and information to help you get through the changes that you're going to make. We'll have lots of ongoing resources as well. And then hopefully you're going to continue to be part of the community afterwards. And again, the membership is half off for the first 12 months following the program. So what is next for this? Sorry about that. What is next is you're going to decide whether or not this program is for you, first and foremost. And if so, I'm going to have you take an intake quiz, more or less. So it's a survey it's not super short, but it'll probably take you about a half an hour to complete. And it's going to inform me of the things that I need to focus on. So if you take a second on the next slide, in a couple of my groups prior, everyone took the survey, and then I looked for common themes, and then it helped me to structure the program around what are people's goals, right? So some of the things that people mentioned were, having more balance in their life, being able to have a consistent fitness plan. A lot of people were evening snackers. Every single person in my group had sleep concerns. They were all different, but concerns around sleep. So that was a big one. I was surprised that very few people made a huge priority around losing weight, and I was quite pleased about that. But, some people did have a goal, and we can work towards that. Results, I have 2 stars there. And the reason I have 2 stars there is results are important, but I can tell you that if you do any workout plan or any diet plan, you're going to see results, at least in the beginning, but typically they're not sustainable. And so what I want to give you is results that are going to be a work in progress at all times. So I'm going to give you the tools. You're going to know what to do. You're going to feel good while we're doing the program. And hopefully you're going to want to always feel that way. People get off track. That's life. but there's no kind of absolute here. So that's the gist of it. I wanted to say thank you and also have some time for Q&A.
I have a question.
Yes.
Will you have like links to like healthy alternatives for like, skincare products, shampoos and stuff like that?
It's a whole workshop on it. Yep, absolutely. That's a big focus.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anybody else? Nothing? All right. I will.
I wanted to say something,
Yes.
and it's not a question, but I just wanted to share with the group. So I had been doing this program with you for a few weeks, and kind of amazed. I always thought I knew a lot about nutrition, but you taught me so much, little tips and tricks and little, like you said, little tiny things you can do, healthy habits that'll get you just to a better place. And so I was doing it for a couple of weeks. I was feeling really good. Then I went through this crazy stressful time for a few weeks, and I like stopped putting my wellness as a priority. I stopped doing all those little healthy things. And as I sit here today, like I'm so excited to get back into it again because it made such a difference. Like I can feel the effects of not doing, drinking enough water or the little things with the kind of food I was eating. And so I could definitely, even after a few weeks, feel those little changes were making such a big difference in my life. And then stopping it for a couple of weeks, I was so mad at myself that I reverted back to all my bad ways that I handle stress. And I was just pissed because I was making all this progress and now I've fallen off the track. But the good thing with this program is I know I could just start doing those little things again. Like I've got the right food now in the fridge. I'm going to start with the water, like all the little things to get the exercise back. And I feel like I'm a before and after. I feel like I went through it, I got off it, and now I'm sitting here saying, oh, I felt so much better doing those little things. So like I can't wait to get back in. I'm trying not to beat myself up that I fell off the track for a few weeks because I'm like, oh my gosh. And clothes aren't fitting right anymore. Nothing feels right. But it's just like I love this program because it's just little simple things. You have so much information, but you make it really easy to follow and break it down to little daily things you can do. And it's really a great program. So I'm super excited to get back into it and like do it again. But thanks for making this so easy to follow. And all the information you've shared is tremendous.
Thanks, Jen. Thanks. And you're someone who has kind of seen some of the things I was talking about on my own journey. We're kind of there for the tail end of it. So you've been hearing some of this stuff, but you also saw the kind of transformation that I made through it. So
yeah, it's a really good holistic program, easy to follow. It's so comprehensive. So yeah, kudos to you. And I love the library now of all of the information and the recipes. It's all right there, which is really great.
I agree. Super helpful. And I love the little daily reminders I get for hydration that you set up. I'm like, when did this get set up? But I get it like notified like a couple times a day. I'm like, I need to drink my water.
Time to drink.
Time to drink.
Emily.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump in. First of all, I'm so excited. Sign me up. I'm so proud. This is like so buttoned together. It's so cool. Second of all, obviously this group would start January. So as we head into the holidays, do you have any tips or tricks to not have us totally like binge eat sugar and just like go crazy through the holidays so that like Jan 1, we're starting off not like totally underwater?
Yeah, I mean, my advice for that is, look, I went to a holiday party last night. I ate a cookie or two. I tried everything. I didn't feel great this morning because that kind of stuff doesn't sit, I don't digest it very well. But what do? You drink the water the next day, you flush it out of your system, you have a healthy breakfast. I think one of my biggest sabotage things that I did to sabotage myself before was, oh, well, I did that yesterday, so I'm just gonna like, all bets are off till the end of the year now, right? Leading up into this, if you can give yourself, like give your digestive system a break. Try to eat healthy during the day. If you have a party, don't deprive yourself of like the holiday fun, but just make every day, as healthy as possible, and knowing that you're going to have something that's maybe more comprehensive in January. So I think what I didn't say is the program is going to start on Wednesday, the 3rd of January. I'm going to do a pre-program prep call so that you'll be ready to kick off. It's going to kick off on the 7th. I didn't want to start like the first day of the year because everybody needs some time. And I wanted to prep you for, getting the right groceries in your pantry and the things that we're going to need for the program. There's not a whole ton of stuff you're going to need, but there are some things that will help, like, if you don't have light weights, if you don't have resistance bands, those are good things to have just to be prepared for the workouts. Certain types of food that you're going to want to try and keep in your house, that kind of stuff. So on the 3rd, we'll do a quick call. It might be about 45 minutes, and then we'll kick off with the first workshop on the 7th, and then the workouts will start happening that week. Sound good?
The morning workouts are fun. It's early, but it's worth it because it's done with and you feel better the rest of the day.
We've got some East Coasters, so it's not that early for them. It's 8 o'clock.
Oh, that's true. It's 5 a.m. for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the workouts are good because you keep mixing it up. Like you make it different, use different muscles. They're quick,
Yeah.
but they're effective, and and they're fun to do. So it does feel great when it's like 6 a.m. and you're like, oh, I can already check the box that I did something good for myself this morning. So
Mhm.
Yep.
hard when the alarm goes off, but it feels great after.
Awesome. Well, if there aren't any other questions, please send me a message if you're interested. I need your email to send you the intake form. And once I have all the results, I can put together our pre-program prep and we can look at some themes. So I look forward to hearing from you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Emily.
Thank you.
Bye.